ticket price is sub $30, which again, feedback from the festival is that when the tickets get up to $45, it limits some people's ability to participate. It's very refreshing and fun. It's suitable for all ages. We think it's going to have a really strong visitor appeal, but we've done our budget projections on relying on our local audiences for it. So we're hoping that that's got some really good legs to build into a regular biennial event and really add something to the calendar. Then swiftly moving along, we move into Great Lake Tales, and this year will be our third delivery of Great Lake Tales, which is our Readers and Writers series. In 2010 we hosted 4 prominent New Zealand authors. In 2012 we upped the ante and we had 8. We're aiming for 8 again in 2013. And we're working now with the schools to really build the schools program component of this event. The first couple of years the schools were enthusiastic, but we couldn't quite make it fit. But this year, with the knowledge that we've learned from the last couple of deliveries, we've got a much better idea of how we can really make that work. We host these events up at Hilton Lake Taupo. They are ticketed. It's one of the events in the program that generates an income for us, which then helps us subsidise the ones that don't. And we hosted on average of around 30 people per event, but we always try and have a blockbuster where we get in 60 to 80 people, which we did with Steve Gurney last year and with Sir Ray Avery the year before. We'll be announcing that lineup in time for Queen's Birthday weekend this year. And then rolling around to the end of the year, and again conscious of wrapping up last year and talking about this year at once, Graffiato October will see our 3rd delivery of this again, and I can genuinely say of all the events and activities I've done in this town over the years, this is the one I'm most proud of. I think Graffiato has made a significant contribution to Taupo and has changed the face of it forever. Over the last 2 years we've hosted 24 artists from around the world, and we've created more than 40 public works of art right across the district. The Turangi Underpass project in the first year, and then we did some community walls in Mangakino in 2012. Graffiato provides an incredible marketing leverage to put New Zealand on the global map. It's iconic not just for Taupo but actually for Australasia. There's no one else doing this. Melbourne has an amazing street art culture, but that's embedded into a certain sector of their community and primarily in a certain geographical area of their city. This is region-wide and embraced by all of the people. I've just got a few different photos to pop up and show you some different styles of the work. People perceive graffiti as scribbles and tagging. What we're trying to do with Graffiato is show that it's an incredible art form with very skilled artisans. The one on the screen at the moment you may not have seen, that's on the entrance to the Taupo airport. That was my little guerrilla pop-up welcome to Taupo artwork, created by a couple of anonymous young men from Wellington who never disclosed their names, all very Banksy. But they've created a fantastic welcome character on the old water tanks at the airport. So, we could have put a sign up there that said welcome to Taupo, but I think that adds a whole lot of character and spark. And the last one is the beautiful Phlox. Hayley King, or Phlox is her street name, is probably one of New Zealand's most well-known. She's constantly travelling around the world doing commissions, getting paid obscene amounts of money to create beautiful artworks all around the globe. So we're thrilled to have her involved. A new addition for last year, which we are going to repeat this year, was the creation of an exhibition, which I know some of the councillors in the room came down to. We found that was very successful. It gave the artists a chance to showcase their stuff, their studio work in a different environment, and also make a bit of money for the artists. The artists involved give their time freely to come to this festival. We cover their costs, but they don't charge us to be here, which when they are seeking $15,000 to $20,000 per work elsewhere, the fact that they give their time up is incredible. And then lastly, looking ahead for the rest of our program into 2014, we're going to be repeating Great Lake Tales and Big Day Art. Those are our 2 annual events. The festival will be back in May 2014. Our new festival director is Celia Wormsley. Celia comes to us from 20 years at the St James Theatre in Wellington. She's an incredible amount of experience in the arts, and she's most recently been the Tempo Festival Director of the Tempo Dance Festival in Auckland, at which she doubled her box office in her first year. So we've set her the same goal for us and wish her well on the journey. It's going to be a very similar sort of scale, scope and direction to 2012, and we'll be looking to be launching the program for that about this time next year. And then the other exciting one in the distance is Labour Weekend 2014. So it was always our plan that Graffiato would evolve into being a biennial festival. We don't think it can sustain an annual delivery. It will start to become a bit too tired. But we want to still do something over Labour Weekend that's about public art and that's something different and unique for Taupo. So we've started planning, very early stages of planning for this project, but it will be a public art sculpture walk in a unique Taupo location. The picture that I've shown there, I took when I was up on Waiheke Island a couple of weekends ago at the sculpture on the golf exhibition, which gave me lots of ideas. It's an incredible installation made completely from recycled building materials. So sort of a watch this space on that one, and when we're back to see you, we'll be able to tell you a little bit more about that. I just thought I'd end with something strange in your neighbourhood. You should probably call me because I would have done it. Sorry. So, questions?
Okay, Councillor, any questions of Kylie or Adrian? I don't think there's probably many because we are very, very well aware as a body of the great work that your trust has been doing. So a very big congratulations to both you ladies, Ms. Morgan and Mr. Walker. Yeah, I personally think it's fantastic. The Graffiato is fantastic. It has forever changed the CBD of Taupo. Some of those horrible walls are really come to life. The alleyways have sort of got vibrancy and excitement in them, so you rightfully say you're proud of it, and you should be. So on behalf of all the councillors here and the people of the district, I must say that I think you're doing we think you're doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good work, and thank you very, very much.
Thank you.